I never thought I would be this overwhelmed by having to pick out carpet.
Well, okay, I'll say this, okay?
Okay.
I will say this for this. That carpet that we went to that place, we went to, was it Ashley Home Furnishing?
Yes, we went to RC Willie.
Yeah.
We went to Ashley Furniture.
Yeah. And then, because we were asking if they had carpet, and the guy at the front door said no, and I said, do you know any carpet places around here? And he said, you can go to RC Willie, or he said, we buy all of our carpet, not Ashley's. The guy that was working there was super nice and said, we buy all our carpet at this place called Ward's. So we went to Ward's and we found out about this thing called Seconds. Well, then we found carpet like this. It's normally like really expensive.
Yeah.
And it was, like anywhere from $16 per whatever installed and all that. When you add it all up, it's like 32 times 161 yards, and that gives you like the price of how much it's going to cost to put in the flooring in your house and everything. And so we went to this place, and the guy just started cutting off these big samples for us, and we've had a really difficult time getting any place in Utah to give us samples.
Yeah,
it's just been a nightmare. Like, they're like, well, we can let you rent a sample. It's like, we have to bring it back.
Yeah.
And this guy just started cutting us off. He gave us
immediately
8 or 9 of these, wrote down the number of the carpets, so then that way if we buy the carpet and we get home and the guy goes to install the carpet, then the carpet's the same. We could be like, okay, you guys said you were going to bring us this roll. This is not the same carpet, or it is the same carpet. But the difference between this and the one that we just went and looked at, which was why it's cheaper, is because it's Seconds. I don't know if I already said that, but I guess it has, like, they either overproduce it at the factory, and when they bring it in, they sell it to them, or it has some issues, so you have to watch to make sure that it doesn't have these weird zigzags in it.
Right.
And so, but then we were like, okay, thanks, and we went to this carpet giant next to Ward's, and they said that he's the one who showed us the pictures of the Seconds that had the zigzags, and we asked him then, okay, what do you know about this place next door called Ward's? And he said, oh, sometimes we do business with Ward's. And it's like, okay. And so, but he said they're usually super honest about if there's a flaw in the carpet or a problem in the carpet or that, like, that they'll fix it or make it right. Then we went to RC Willie. Lowe's. The Lowe's guys were really nice.
They were pretty informative about, like, the lock laminate, which is super helpful, and the vinyl, because we didn't really know much. And so it was nice to know what would be best for our basement, because that's really important to know what's going to be good for if we have a flood or anything like that. And so that's why we're going with carpet instead of like lock laminate like we had initially thought we would. Yeah. And so now but the thing is too, hun, is I think you did your research. And that was really important because otherwise we would have walked in and just felt something and looked at something and said it was good to go. But you've done your research, and we found out that we want nylon because it's the most durable, right?
Yeah, so
it's going to be the most durable.
If you look at carpets and you look at the warranties, you're going to get carpets that are like maybe 10, 15 years. But when you look at nylon, a lot of the warranties are 20 years, 25 years, that sort of thing, which you can take warranties for what they're worth. I mean, you got to get a hold of the company and prove it, and you got to clean it, and you got to follow all their specifications. They're a nightmare, but I mean, they're warrantying it for longer. You know. Yeah, sure. And every carpet person we talk to, when we come in and we say we want nylon, we don't want polyester, they've all understood. They've all said, yeah, nylon's going to be a better carpet. Right. And but the one guy at the last carpet place, this place, said he showed us the polyester carpet that he put in his house. Yeah. And said, like, this is the one that I put in my house. Polyester is softer. If you really feel it, it feels almost like that new silky feeling, but over time, if you feel what we have upstairs, it just wears out faster. It's not durable. It's like it shows its wear, and so it feels nice at first, but over time it won't last us and it won't be good. So this stuff seems like it will last us. It's not very soft, but with this thicker type we're getting, it's like, you know, it has the cushion, it feels good. We're like checking it by putting our fingers in it and trying to feel like that grit at the bottom and trying to make sure we get a nice thick nylon, right? Yeah, and we want that thicker kind of carpet that's gonna wear well, and
feel nice, cushiony.
And so what? I don't know. I'll tell you what, is I really liked that place that we were just that Ward's place that we were at. It just seemed like it was very much he knew or had a pretty good idea what this carpet, like, I don't know, he just seemed to like know about it, but he kind of went through and showed us all the different types of carpet, and he would tell us like, oh, that, I'm like, oh, I really like this one. He's like, I don't like that one.
Yeah, he was very honest.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. He was very honest.
I mean, so that was just different. Like, it was a different, it was different too, because the price, like when we gave him the yards, like they kind of had, if you go and you talk to them in terms of yards, it's like a completely different world. And when they're adding up and telling you the price of installation, when they're telling you the price of the pads, when they're telling you the price of all of this stuff, it's a completely different world, because they'll say like, okay, this is $32 a square yard installed, instead of like, okay, it's $3.49 a square foot. And so it was just different, I thought, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. I had this like thought that buying carpet was gonna be super fun, and like we would walk in and we would be like, we both love this, and then that was it. And instead it's like texture, size, thickness, like
carpet jokes for man thickness jokes. I shouldn't say that, but it's true.
Yeah,
I made some, and I'm sure they've heard them all, so nobody laughed except for me. You know, they laughed. I didn't say it at RC Willie because our salesperson there was a lady.
Well, the Wards guy thought you were kind of silly.
Yeah,
he was just
cool,
chill. He was just chill.
He let the kids run around and
pick up samples and keep them, and
yeah.
I mean, so
I like this. I like that they gave us. He wrote down the number. He wrote down the price. He wrote down kind of a calculation, like, okay, installed 5152.
Right.
And so, and they were all marked, so it wasn't like we went into the last place we went into, they didn't have anything marked, so you couldn't just look at it and go 349, 32, 51, 78. Right. And so it was like he had to rattle the numbers off. Oh, that's 33. Oh, that's 38. Oh, that's 42. He's like, okay, why couldn't we just see them?
Right, and not just that, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the carpet samples, right? I mean, this was literally off the roll. Yeah. That you would buy. So anyways, there's something else I was gonna say, but I can't remember. So
you were dead set. Like when we were at RC Willie, you're like, can we just make a decision and go?
I literally, when we were leaving RC Willie, I was gonna tell you, you decide, because I'm over it. I can't think about carpet anymore. But then when we went
carpet, red. I like
Sophie
red.
said red too.
I know, she might own.
No. So, but when we went to Ward's, it just was a different atmosphere that kind of caught me off guard. But then looking at his carpet, I have to say this one's really soft, really cushiony. It seems really durable, and so I don't know. I think we kind of got an idea, and they're gonna come out on Tuesday and measure, and I guess we'll just go from there. So that's the update.
Cool.
Okay, so the first layer of taping and mudding is done. Looks good, nice and rounded. Super exciting. So then the guys are going to come back out. The guys are going to come back out on Monday, because I guess this first layer is the thickest, so it needs longer to dry, but they are going to come out first thing Monday morning and do another layer, I guess, and as well as Tuesday, and then we are on track to hopefully have it done by Wednesday, and that's super exciting. So then we're gonna just paint on our own, so we will have to go ahead and do like priming it, like primer paint, and then our colors. And then we're in the process of trying to find what we want to do for flooring. I think we've decided on doing carpet just to make it a little more warmer and a little more comfortable, but now we were wanting to find the best type of carpet we could find and for the best deal. So we've definitely been shopping around, and it looks like we're probably in the range of about $5,000 to do 1,460 square feet. So that's a little update, and I will keep you updated, but it's super exciting and it's crazy that this is actually happening. So it's awesome and it looks really good, and that's about it for now. Hey, super excited. Look at what is done. Our walls are done. They are textured. The ceiling is textured, and we are on the next phase, which is painting. Then we have to have the baseboards and the doors installed, and then we have carpet coming, and then we'll be done. It is December 12th. So I kind of feel like we're pushing our time limit to have it done by Christmas, but at the same time, it's cool. I'll probably pull out our small little 4-foot tree and put that up for now, and we'll just have to make do if it's not done in time, but that's okay. So I thought I would tell you, because I told you in my first video, I don't know if I told you in my second video, about the cost of things and kind of how long it took. And I thought I would explain, because that was really helpful. That would be really helpful for us, because we kind of went into this not knowing how much things are going to cost and how long things are going to take. So I'm going to explain really quick. So when we moved in, I did explain in my other video that we did have the insulation, it was already installed, but it had gotten ruined with some water damage and things like that from flooding from a window. We were told that maybe there was a dog that they had down here that kind of messed it up. So there really wasn't, it wasn't really bad. We just had to patch it up. I spent less than $200, just went to Home Depot and bought these little insulation. They're like kind of in strips, which were super duper helpful. And we just sliced them up. Make sure you wear long sleeves, gloves, and a mask, because that stuff is crazy itchy. So we just went ahead and patched up the insulation. I have it in my last video, and that was super easy. So like I said, at less than $200, the sheetrock, to have the sheetrock hung and the tape and texturing of our walls was a total of $5,400, $5,400. That was the cheaper on the end for us, and it looks great. It's incredible. They had the sheetrock delivered, all the supplies delivered, so we didn't have to pick it up. They didn't have to pick it up, and then they put it up. We had somebody, our electrician told us that he thought it was going to take, or that it was going to cost $10,000, and it would take 2 weeks. This took them, well, when we had another sheetrock guy that came and gave us a quote, and he quoted us $7,600. So this cost us $5,400, and it took, so he started hanging it on Wednesday and Thursday. They started taping it on Friday. Then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it took them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do the tape and or the rest of the tape and texturing of it. So 5 days. What is that? 5 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, 6 days. Less than a week. And it looks great. They did a really great job. If you have a basement that you're doing, if you have a place that you're putting sheetrock in, like ours is a basement, and they're doing tape and texturing, little notes, tape off your windows, your plugs, your lights, everything that you do not want to have plaster on. We didn't think about that ahead of time. We kind of thought they would do it. They didn't do it, which was a little bit frustrating, but they did come back today, and Brandon kind of told them, like, that's not cool. We kind of gotta, like, have the outlets clean, things need to be cleaned up, and so they did come back out and clean up the floors and the outlets and all the things that they had not covered, which also are bad. We didn't cover it either. So note to the wise, cover your fixtures and stuff. Anyway, we were planning on painting it ourselves. Now, Brandon thought that was maybe a little bit more than I thought it would be. We've asked a couple of painters, a couple of people to give us an idea of how long they think it would take and how much it would cost to have it painted and not doing it ourselves. And they said it cost between $3,000 and $5,000 to paint 1,500 square feet. Are you kidding me? No way, we'll do it ourselves. And they say it's gonna take 3 to 4 days. I kind of thought we could knock this out in 3 days with the help of like family members and friends. But Brandon actually found a guy that just came, and he is a painter. There's 2 of them, and they have great reviews on Thumbtack, which I talked about Thumbtack review in my first video. They had great reviews, and they said it was going to cost, I think Brandon said about $1,500, maybe a little bit over that. And they will do 2 colors. They are actually going to do the ceiling the same color as the ceiling, the same color as the walls in the main areas, just because they did that upstairs and it looks really, really nice. Instead of doing like the traditional white ceiling, colored walls, we're actually going to just do same color ceiling, same color walls. So in this main area, so the painter guy just came, really, really nice. He had a stack of like paint or colors to choose from. I chose more of like a beige color, and we're going to do the beige color on the ceiling, the beige color on the walls. I am actually going to paint the bathroom this other type of like really cool like metallic-y goldish color, kind of goldish yellowish color. Anyway, I'm gonna paint that myself because I don't want to pay extra to have them paint that bathroom a different color, because the more colors you add, the more it's gonna cost. So I'm actually going to paint the bathroom myself, and I actually didn't mention that to him, and I probably should. And then this little play area in here for the kids on the inside, I actually want to paint the inside super fun. I may be crazy, but I'm kind of thinking doing like stripes of different colors, like in the rainbow form. Maybe I'm crazy, but I kind of have a vision for it, and I think it's going to be cute. So I'm going to paint the little under the stairs and the bathroom myself, and I didn't tell him that, and I probably should let him know. He is going to start tomorrow. They said it could take 3 to 4 days. At this point, I am not trying to give a timeline on how or when this is going to be done, because I'm just trying to be patient and thankful that it's even just getting done. So 3 to 4 days. Today is Thursday. If they start tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, if they work Saturday, then maybe Monday they'd be done. Then maybe Tuesday we could start the finishing work, like the baseboards and the doors, which we have had many people tell us, you do the baseboards before you do carpets, and you put in the doors before you do carpets. And we actually decided to do carpet in here. Carpet, because I did record us looking for carpet, and what we kind of decided to go with and why. And it's kind of funny because it's completely going against what I wanted. I did not want carpet ever again after having 4 kids and 2 dogs, and our upstairs carpet is crap. I didn't want to do carpet, but we are doing carpet down here. We are doing a different style of carpet, a different type of carpet, so hopefully it'll be more durable with 4 children. And so we've got to get the carpet scheduled, and then we are looking into having the finishing work, which is the shelves, the baseboards, the doors. That's all I can think of at the moment for finishing work, but there's more, I think. Anyway, we're looking into having that done. Our framing guy gave us a quote for all the finishing work because he came out and measured everything. Oh, like the window well covers, you know, when you put like a little, like, I don't know. Anyway, our framer guy, the guy who did the framing for this, gave us a quote for the finishing work for here. He said that the material would be like $1,400 and the labor would be $2,200, and that's really not what we were hoping to spend for finishing work. So I don't know if we're gonna try and do it ourselves, which I'm game for. I mean, I don't think it could be too hard. I'm worried about putting doors in. That seems like it would be really hard. But for the other things, I feel like we could figure it out. So we're trying to decide if we want to splurge and spend that extra money to have him do it, or just to try to figure it out ourselves. So it's looking up. Everything's exciting. We actually have walls down here, which is wild to me. It's super exciting. Paint starts tomorrow. They're gonna prime it, and then we'll get some color on the walls. So super duper exciting. It's been a lot. This whole journey has been a whirlwind. My brain is fried from picking colors and carpet textures and having a million people in and out of my basement and giving us quotes and giving us estimates and doing work, and I am just so excited for this to be done. So excited. So it's getting there. It's getting close, and we're really glad and we're really grateful, and it's still surreal. It hasn't hit me yet. I think it won't hit me until I'm sleeping in that room, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. So this is a big deal for us. It's really exciting, and that's about it. That's our journey so far. So I will keep you guys updated with what's painting and things like that, and what happens and what goes on with that. Also, actually, back to the painting really quick. So we were looking at doing it ourselves. Brandon was looking into getting a paint sprayer or a couple of them and having us spray it ourselves. And then we added up the cost of that, of getting sprayers and paint and everything else that we need. And Brandon thought it would actually be just a better deal for us to have somebody professional come in here and do it. And when we were able to get a quote from somebody that was half of what the other quotes were, we thought, all right, let's give it a try. Especially because he had great reviews on Thumbtacks. So I guess we're gonna do that. So I guess we've got our painter coming out tomorrow, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be super helpful. And we're just gonna move right along. So I will keep you guys updated. So exciting.